Hello everyone, hope all is well and welcome back. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing another full face using clean beauty products. The last clean beauty video I did was already quite a while ago, and in that one I did more of a winter cool toned look, which I loved. I used some of the Victoria Beckham products and I adore how that look turned out. It's still one of my top favorites. But today I think I want to do like a spring or summer inspired look, a little bit more vibrant, a little bit more warm. So I think it's going to be super fun. And I do have a good mix of products in here. I have a few new ones that I'm super excited to try. I have the Tower 28 Bronzinos, as well as some Ilia products and some Kosas. And I took out some products that I already love and some that I want to retry. So I think today's video is going to be super fun. So before we get into today's video, I would love for you to subscribe if you aren't already. It would mean so much to me, and let's get to it. So I already have my moisturizer down and I've been using the Pharmacy Daily Greens moisturizer. It's a nice thin gel moisturizer which works great for my oily skin, and I've just really enjoyed this so far. And now I'm going to be going in with my SPF, and the one I've been trying out is the First Aid Beauty Weightless Liquid Mineral Sunscreen. It is SPF 30. So the thing I've been loving about this is that it's tinted, so it doesn't leave an intense white cast, but it doesn't add any coverage. And I'm excited to try this one out today because I have never tried this under makeup yet. I mostly reach for my Ren Clean Screen just because I'm just used to it and I think it's just habit at this point, but I'm excited to try this out today. And this one does feel really nice. It has a really nice thin liquidy consistency, so it does spread really nicely without tugging. The only thing that I'm kind of worried about it is it does have a kind of a slicker feeling, so I'm worried that it's gonna make me oily during the day. That's why I love my Ren one, because it is a matte formula and it doesn't disobey me. So we'll see how this goes. So my skin feels hydrated enough to just jump into the foundation. So the foundation I chose to use today is the Clean Fresh Skin Milk from CoverGirl. I loved this when I first applied this in my first impressions with it, but after that, I continued using it that week and things got a little bit weird. It does tend to sit on top of the skin sometimes, or it does separate, or sometimes it gets a little bit pilly. It's like these perfect little round balls appear during the day on the face, and it's really weird. So I'm just gonna be trying this out today. It worked really well with the L'Oreal Glotion underneath, but that's the only thing I found that works really well under this. Everything else kind of separates or looks weird, and I don't really love that in makeup products. I feel like they should just work. I really enjoy reliable products. I don't enjoy fussy ones at all. I feel like makeup should just be easy peasy and you should just be on your way, you know? I don't like worrying about a product if it's gonna work well with things underneath, or, you know, if it's gonna not look good all day. But I'm gonna try it out again. And it does have a really weird smell. It smells like cornbread that was made with like coconut oil or something. It does have a coconutty sweetness smelling thing in there, but it also smells like bread, which is really weird to spread all over your face. But the finish is beautiful once it's first applied. I will say that, because it does give a really nice dewy finish. And now I'm just gonna go over with my beauty blender just to pick up any excess, kind of make it look more natural as well. I'm just really hoping that it will look good today, because I do really want to love this product. There's a few areas that have these little balls. I don't know what's that from. Might be one of the ingredients. If it's not at a nice temperature, it might be too cold and it might pill. I'm not really sure what that's about, but it looks quite fine today. So I'll zoom you guys in so you can see the finish, and I don't use any skin smoothers or anything like that, so you can really see what it looks like on my skin. I have a lot of breakouts in this area right here, so you can see the amount of coverage it has. It kind of has like a light to medium. If you were to build it up, probably get it to a medium. I don't mind if my breakouts kind of shine through my makeup. I find that it just makes the overall makeup look even more natural, if that makes sense. If they're just a little bit covered, I'm happy. So that's the finish of that. Now I'm gonna go into my concealer. I'm gonna try out the Kosas concealer again. I have the shade 04. The thing about this concealer is that it's a beautiful finish. I think just the shade range is really weird. They all apparently shine super yellow, so I might have to mix in something else. I kind of forgot it was this yellow, but we'll see. I do want to pick up maybe shade number 3 because I do have a yellow undertone, but I'm not like this golden. It's a little bit too deep for me, so I am going to add a little bit of this JULIA True Skin Serum Concealer in the shade Chicory. Just like a few little dots of that just to brighten that up a touch. I really love the finish of the Kosas concealer just because it gives such a nice hydrated under eye effect. But too bad that the shade range is super yellow. It's odd to me. Everything looks like it's sitting on top of the skin nicely. It doesn't look like it's resting there. It just looks like a very dewy and natural skin, which I really enjoy. I don't have any clean beauty powders or anything, so I might have to do that off camera, but you guys already know which powder I'm gonna be using if you follow my other videos. So I'm just gonna do that, and I will also do my brows off camera, so please enjoy the brow intermission. So I'm back with my brows on and my under eye set. I only set right here in this little tiny area just because I am going to be going in with a lot of cream products today. I didn't want to set the rest of my face, but I do feel kind of aware of that I'm wearing makeup. I don't know if it's just because of the foundation or the combo with the sunscreen. I'm not sure, but I feel aware that I'm wearing makeup and I don't really enjoy that feeling. But anyways, now I'm going to go into bronzer. So I have a few new ones. I have the JULIA Night Light Bronzing Powder, which looks like a beautiful tone. I'm really excited to try that, but I think I'm gonna try out the Tower 28 Bronzino. They came out with 2 shades, shades West Coast and Best Coast. So I'm gonna be going in with Best Coast. It's the lighter of the 2, and this looks really intriguing to me. It doesn't look like anything else I've ever seen on the market, just because it's very shimmery, I guess, very shimmery for a bronzer. So I'm interested to see how this wears or looks on the face. So you can see it's very radiant. It has the same texture as the blushes, which I love. It has more of a balm texture, so very intrigued in that. So I'm gonna apply it with this kind of lightly packed brush from Smith. This is a 115 brush, and I'm just gonna dip right in here first. So very excited to try this. I've been super intrigued by this product. I'm gonna start right here, kind of tapping first. It looks a little deep, but we'll see how it blends out. I'm actually gonna switch back to my normal brush because I think this brush is taking whatever's left under. I think it's removing my makeup. So that's a little concerning. I'm just gonna be using my Sephora brush that I love. It's a little bit more on the soft side anyways too, so I'm just gonna do some pouncing motions. I think this base that I used, I don't know about this CoverGirl. I feel like it's making things look separated, and I don't know if this bronzer is looking the best. It's a nice tone, I think. It might be a little bit more on the red tone side, but it's not bad. But I think this base is a little bit too dewy. It's not really grabbing onto the product nicely, so I'm just gonna really focus on just dabbing the product on instead of swiping, because I noticed over here when I did the little circular motions, it kind of removed the foundation and everything I have underneath. I'm gonna definitely have to try this bronzer out again with products I already know and love that don't do this to my bases, but this isn't looking the best as of right now. It doesn't look shimmery once it's on your face. It just gives a really nice radiant dewy finish, which is lovely. I think I'm gonna be a big fan of this product with the base products I actually enjoy. I think I'm just gonna have some trouble with this foundation today. I'm not really loving how my base is feeling. It feels kind of heavy, which is weird for like a lightweight product. So I'm gonna have to try this out again. I think it does look really nice on camera. It just looks a little bit patchy in some areas right here. I am having a little bit of dry skin in this area as well because of my acne topical cream I use at night. So that might be a contributor to this issue, but we'll see. I'll definitely be using it this week a few more times, so I'll update you very soon on these because I know there's a lot of hype around them right now. But it does look very beautiful. It has the same kind of finish as their blushes, which are some of my all-time favorite cream blush formulas. I think the base is just being rude today. Now for a highlighter, I think I'm gonna go in with the JULIAA one. I've been really enjoying this highlighter this week. It's beautiful. I do have a cream version, but I feel like I need to incorporate some kind of powder product into the mix here because I'm starting to feel kind of heavy and very aware that I'm wearing makeup, which I don't like that feeling at all. So I'm going to use this one. I'm using the shade Decades, and I'm gonna use this brush right here. This is the Royal Langnickel Complexion Balm 38 brush, which is just a nice tapered brush that's perfect for highlighting. So I'm just gonna lightly add some on to the high points. This stuff can be super intense, and I'm sure with the base being so dewy, it's really gonna grab onto this product and I'm gonna look very highlighted today. Yeah, super, super glowy look today. I really love this highlighter though because it does just look like a cream once it's on the skin. I love it. It's a little bit on the intense side today just because it did grab onto any of that hydration I have underneath of it, but nonetheless, it doesn't look like cakey or anything or artificial, or it doesn't grab onto my texture too much. That is the base so far, and now I have blushes, which blushes in the clean beauty realm are my favorite products. I feel like they really kill it just because they're all beautiful cream products pretty much. I have a large variation right here that I love very much. So I'll show you the ones that are in my top faves. So obviously the K.R. Weiss blush in Desired Glow, one of my favorite blushes of all time, so beautiful. And then I also have the Lila B blushes. My favorite one is Be Lovely, and I did declutter this one in one of my declutters, but then I took it back because someone commented that would be so lovely in the summertime, like a red tone blush on the cheeks and lips, and I was like, you know what, yeah, what am I doing? So I retrieved this out of that pile. Couldn't part with it. I still have to use it in some kind of video, but I don't think today is the day for that. I also have the Tower 28 blushes, which are some of my newest favorites. They're lovely. And I also have some JULIAA ones, which is a recent discovery for me, which are so lovely. They sent me this new shade this week. This is their older packaging and this is their revamped version, and I just really am loving their new packaging. I think it looks so nice and clean and fresh. I love it. Over this like kind of green toned silver. So I don't know which blushes I'm gonna wear. And I also got this Kosas blush as well. This blush duo, which I'd never tried before, which I'm gonna try this one today actually. I've decided I'm gonna try this. This is the shade Tropic Equinox. They'll be fun. I've never used any of their cream blushes. I haven't really heard much about them online. I don't think I've ever seen anyone use them, so I'm really intrigued. It looks like a really nice nudie shade. It might be a little bit much. The brush I'm using is a 777 brush from Melt Cosmetics. This is actually their highlighting brush, but I really like it for a cream blush. It works amazingly because you can like bounce it on and kind of blend it out because it has like a nice feathered end to it. It just is awesome. That is beautiful. It reminds me a lot of the Desired Glow shade from K.R. Weiss. This is the Kosas one and this is Desired Glow from K.R. Weiss. So they're quite similar, but this one's just more peachy and this one's more orangey. So do really like that. That is a beautiful blush formula, that's for sure. It's more of a balmy blush. It does, whoops. Here we go again with over applying my blush, but I can't help myself. It reminds me of the Tower 28 blushes that I love very much because of its more balmy texture. It's just not as pigmented as the Tower 28 ones, which is a good thing as well, depending on your preference. I am looking very, very, very dewy today. I do really enjoy that blush. I'm excited to try it out more in the future. I'm really loving how my skin is looking on camera. I just feel very aware that I'm wearing a lot of makeup, it feels like. Even though they're all very sheer type products, I just feel like I need powder, if that makes sense. So now let's get into the eye products, and I have this beautiful eyeshadow palette that I've never tried before, only swatched. It's by JULIAA. This is the Warm Nude palette. This is in their old packaging as well. This is what their new packaging looks like. I really enjoy the new packaging. It looks so beautiful, but I'm excited to try this out. The swatches, every time I swatch the shimmers, they look very lovely and even. These are the two shimmers in the palette. Don't they look beautiful? So I'm excited to use this, see how that goes. So I'm just gonna quickly prime my eyes and zoom you guys in and we'll get to it. They're doing street cleaning today on my street, which I'm really excited about because now I can wear my heelys outside without scraping up my knees. So that was the most childish thing I think I've ever said on this channel, oh my goodness. But anyways, this is the palette up close. Isn't she lovely? I'm really eyeing these three shades here and I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna first go in with this shade right here though, with a Smith 232 brush. And I did prime my eyes with the Fenty Beauty eye primer today. This shade looks like a nice peachy tone shade. I'm just gonna apply this in the crease. That is a beautiful eyeshadow formula. It blended out amazingly, very easily, and it's very even. Now I'm gonna take a little bit of this deeper wine shade right here. I think I'm gonna do a little bit of a halo eye today. I haven't done halo eyes in such a long time. So I'm just gonna kind of define the crease a little bit more with this. I'm gonna take a smaller brush and I'm just gonna apply that same shade in the inner corner. And this is a Royal Langnickel Smoky Eye Brush, by the way. And I'm also gonna take that on the outside of my eye. I'm gonna take some of that first shade we went in with and just kind of even out the blend of that shade. These are really nice eyeshadows. Very impressed. So I'm gonna start deepening out the outer corner and I'm gonna take the deepest shade in here, this more deep brown. And I'm going to just focus this on the outer portion of my eye, not in the inner portion, just because I find if you define the inner portion with too much dark, it really brings your eyes closer together and that's not something I want. So I'm gonna try to define this still on the out portion. And then I'm gonna continue with this brush. This is, I think, a Sonia Kashuk defining brush. I have it linked down below. I just smudged off the lettering. So I'm gonna take that wine shade again and bring it all the way across the eye down here. And then with that smoky eye brush, I'm gonna take the transition shade and kind of soften the edges of everything. And then in that center portion, I don't know if the golden shade would look great or just the bright. Maybe I'll add both. Let's see. First, the golden shade. Oh, that is so pretty. Has a lot of dimension to it for a more satin eyeshadow. It looks really lovely and reflective. And then I'm going to take that lighter shade and just apply it mostly in the center, right on my lashes here, just so that really amplifies that glow right there and opens up the eye. And then I'm just gonna take that fluffy brush again and kind of scatter that glitter everywhere, just so that it doesn't look too out of place. That is a lovely eyeshadow palette. It's very nice for every day. And you get a nice range of depth, and I like how all the shades look very different from each other once they're on the eye. I think sometimes with smaller palettes, all similar tone to this kind of, sometimes the shades kind of blend together and they all look like the same, but this one you can see the different shades and tones within it, which I really like. And they're really nice and easy to blend, and they're nice and pigmented as well, So I'm really excited about this. I didn't think I was gonna like this eyeshadow palette as much as I am. It does look a little bit more suitable for fall. Oh, I forgot an inner corner highlight and brow bone. I'm gonna just use the lightest tone in this palette. Okay, that looks actually very beautiful. I see myself using this more in the fall since they are a little bit more fall inspired, I feel like. So I'm just gonna quickly catch this eye up to speed and I will be right back. Now it's time for mascara, and I'm gonna be using one of my all-time favorite mascaras. This is the JULIAA mascara. I forget what it's called because my sticker fell off. It's something midnight. I love its unique brush just because it has so many different combs to it, so you can really get your desired lash look with it. It's lovely. So here are the eyes all finished. I really enjoy how they turned out. I just love that mascara so much. I feel like it gives such a flattering look to my lashes. They look nice and separated and lengthened, but with a little hint of volume. I really am in love with how this eye look turned out, and I'm really impressed with the quality of these eyeshadows. They turned out very beautiful. So now let's move on to the lips, and then we're finito. So for my lips, I have a few options. I have the Lila B lip oils, I have the Kosas lip oil, as well as an JULIAA lipstick, and I have all of the Bite lipsticks as well, the reformulated versions. So let's see what this JULIAA lipstick looks like. That might be a good match. I haven't worn a pink lip for a while as well. I'm leaning towards that one, or maybe this Lila B lip oil because this shade looks really nice. Remember when I said I wanted to have a spring or summery take on this look? It's slowly becoming more and more fall inspired. So I don't know, I'm really leaning towards this color. I feel like that looks really great with the eye tones. So I'm gonna go for this one. This is the Lila B lip oil in the shade Be Bold. I'm still not a super fan of this applicator. I really, because it gives such a big gloopy thing on the tip of it, and then the rest of the applicator is super dry and awkward to maneuver around the lips. Oh geez. Formulation is top notch, but the applicator is like awful. That is a beautiful color. So here is the final look all complete. I think my favorite aspect of this whole look is how well the tones work together through the blush, through the eyes, and the lips. It just all worked, and I'm super happy with how it looks overall. I really love the way my skin looks. I just feel very aware, like I've been saying the whole time. So now I'm going to get into my final thoughts about all the products I tried out today. I'm gonna go in order that I applied them. So first, starting off with the sunscreen, I'm a little bit nervous with how this feels under makeup. I'm gonna have to try this out with my foundations I mostly gravitate towards. So I'm gonna let this sit on my desk so I try this out a little bit more this week. I am planning on doing a whole roundup of all the new things I tried out this month in a roundup video, which I'm really excited. I think I wanna start doing that monthly. So I will definitely update you on this. But right now, under makeup, maybe it feels a little bit oily. I'm not sure if that's because of this or the foundation I went in with. I just know that I don't think I'll use that combination again. I just am very aware that my skin feels super oily. And I know as the day goes on, it's just gonna get worse and worse and worse. Since I do have an oilier skin type, I get really oily around my forehead, especially in these two areas right here, on my nose, and sometimes on my chin. And I feel like it's already starting to happen. You can see like right here. I don't know. We'll see how it goes, but just right now, I feel like I need to powder my entire face, which I don't enjoy doing. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know. I'll update you for sure. But for this CoverGirl Clean Fresh Skin Milk, I'm happy that it worked out today. I just think it factored into that heavy, oily feeling. So I'm gonna try to continue using this. I don't know if it's my favorite thing in the world. It's definitely not. It is very fussy, and I don't enjoy products like that. I just really like those reliable products that I know are gonna work for me, and I don't know if this is one of those. I'm gonna try to make a better effort to try this out a little bit more, but right now I don't recommend it. For the Bronzino, I am really excited to try this out with a different base, just because it did act a little bit funny. Overall, right now, looking at my face in the mirror and up close and things, it looks absolutely stunning, and I think I'm going to really enjoy this product. It is very unique to me, and I was a little bit nervous about it just because I thought it was gonna be too shimmery for my liking, but it does not look shimmery on the cheeks whatsoever. It just looks like a summertime glow, and it just looks like I got off the beach, and I am really enjoying that, obviously. Who wouldn't? I'm excited to continue using it this week, and I'll update you for sure. But it is very promising at the moment. I'm excited to try it out with a base I already love. For the blush, I am very excited. I will try this out again. I want to try the highlighter side as well. I am a little bit nervous because it is a super balmy texture, and it's a little bit more on the oilier looking side. So we'll see again. It's a really tricky video because I'm really not liking the base, so I think that alters the rest of the products. So I don't know, it's kind of tricky because I don't know how they actually look on something I enjoy. I feel like I'm getting really repetitive at this point, but I will try this again. It will be in my roundup. I think you'll see this again because it is very promising and I love that tone. Like I said before, I do get a feeling if I love a product and I see myself wearing it, and I do see myself wearing this loads. So I'm really excited about this, and I'm sad I was only able to get my hands on this one tone during the Sephora sale. The other ones I wanted sadly sold out, so I will keep my eyes open, and I think I might purchase more of these because I do really enjoy the texture so far. So I will be probably using this in one of my upcoming videos again, just so that I can get a better feeling of the product. But so far, very impressed. And for my concealer, I can't really give a good second impression because I did have to mix in another one that I already know and love. The Kosas one though, I just really wish it wasn't so yellow. I might buy the shade lighter than this, see how that goes, because the formulation is beautiful and I love the effect that it gives under the eye. So I'll probably do that, and I'll update you once I have hopefully my correct shade. I just wish they didn't run so yellow. For my eyeshadow palette, I was very impressed with this. I had this in my collection for a while and I never reached for it. I'm not really sure why. Probably just because it looks quite common to the eyeshadow palettes. Like, it's just a bunch of warm browns and warmer tones. And I've never really been impressed with clean beauty eyeshadow palettes as of yet, but this one performs like a very high-end version, and I love how each shade looked very different on the eye, but they all look really nice. So I'm really excited about this. I'll definitely be using this again. I would recommend it. I think it was a very beautiful formulation, and I'm really excited. I want to check out their other palettes as well. I think they have a cooler toned one, which I would love to get my hands on. So really excited about those. And lastly, the Lila B lip oil. I really enjoy the formulation and the effect on the lips. Like, this looks amazing and something I see myself wearing a lot. I just really don't like the applicators. You can see here how much product is just applied to the tip, and then on the side of the applicator you can see it's like bare, and it's very dry. So it's just a really hard applicator to control. So I hope that they maybe change that, but otherwise this is such a beautiful formulation. It makes the lips look so nice and plump, and it's a really nice even color. It's quite pigmented and there's no streakiness, which is very admirable. So there we go. That is my second full face of clean beauty. Let me know if you'd like to see another one of these in a few months. I think it was really fun. So that is all for me today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed today's video and found it helpful. If you did, please give this video a huge thumbs up. It would help me out so much. I will make sure to link all of these products in the description down below as always, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Love you. Bye.